All right, guys, welcome. Today is day 43 of this 120-day follow along program. I'm going to start our timer. Keep an eye on the clock. And we're going to alternate our pull-ups and our pull-ups this way, that way, whatever. 7 on deck. Let's get it. Good stuff. 4 on deck is the next one. Usually it takes a couple cars to warm up. There we go. Jack, 10 on deck. Hey, Jay, what's up? Nathan, appreciate the support. What's up, Deuce? Shamrock. Jack, that's 10 on deck. Next card, we got an 8. Ten on deck, that's a joker. Next on deck is a 10. The Miracle Empress, welcome to the chat. What's up, Ray? Nine on deck. Hey, Dustin, Random, Daniel Barry. Good morning. Steve. 9 on deck. Next card is a 6. Hey, thanks, Martin. Appreciate the support. What did you get out of the fast? Well, today, if you're following along, will be my 3rd day following my fast of eating. Right now, my body is going through changes. I'm breaking out with pimples all over the place. That tells me my body's testosterone has increased from the fast. So, right now, I feel like Superman. Yeah, 3 days after my 3-day fast, I feel pretty good. Ace, 10 on deck is the next one. Yes, I feel like Superman from the fast. Now that it's 3 days after, I usually report 4 days after being on the 7th day after my fast is usually when I feel my best. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't imagine feeling any better. Jack, 10 on deck. Stuart's talking about food. Stuart says, what changes did you make on your diet after prison? Also says, what did you eat in prison to get big? Well, that's a good topic of discussion. Because food in prison is scarce. 5. They don't feed you much. Apparently, food is not necessary to get big in prison. That wasn't my experience, having quality food anyways, but my body type was different. I was much more puffy, right, because of all the rice and beans and processed junk that they fed me. All right, so a lot of bread. There's a ton of bread. That's the kind of stuff you get. Let's see, he says, real men go full range of motion. Hey, let's see, Penn, if you don't know by now, it's time you learned, right? The half rep range of motion is twice as effective. You get twice as big, twice as strong in half the amount of time. Yeah, if you don't know by now, you need to get hip, right? 5. Now you guys are just sounding like you're uneducated. You know, I've been telling you for a while. Yeah. If you don't know by now, it's time you know. Right? You're wasting your time. Right? You can get twice as big, twice as fast. Right? in half the amount of time. Here we go. Queen, that's 10 on deck. All you guys talking about full range of motion, you guys are struggling with your own ego. That's what it really comes down to, right? You're not doing what's best for yourself. You're doing what you were told what was best, right? That's all. And you're repeating what the next guy told you, right? 9. A lot of guys talk about it, but they don't be about it, right? All you gotta do is try and see. It's not like I'm selling you something. I ain't trying to dig into your pockets or nothing. I'm trying to help you by giving you free information. There we go. Yeah, the full range of motion is a waste of time. Let me tell you why, just so it makes sense. Okay? In a full range of motion rep, I'm passing the workload momentarily on my chest, and then I'm passing the workload to my triceps. Right? Passing the workload, right? The pump from here gets transferred to here. Okay, now what we're doing is the half rep, we're keeping the pump on the where we want the change to happen the whole entire time. And with each rep, the pump gets greater and greater and greater. Only when we do the full range of motion rep does the pump get released and then transferred to something else, right? So if you want to get big and strong in half the amount of time, you got to use the half reps. Yep. Queen, 10 on deck. I mean, when you're mathematically looking at it, right, only a fraction of a second in a full range of motion rep, just a fraction of a second is on that pump where you want it. Then it's let go and put on something else, right? The whole entire time, it's just right where you want it. You know, with the half rep. 4. See what I'm talking about? We're targeting. 4. Our muscle growth. Yeah, the half reps, man. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. You'll see super results really quick. I'm telling you, man. I mean, if you just get down on the ground and give me 20, right? You'll know immediately what I'm talking about. There won't even be this discussion. Ace, 10 on deck. Did I train the same way with the deck of cards in prison? Yeah, that's where I learned it. Right, but the deck of cards can be anything. You could use a handful of pebbles. You know, you can just draw check marks on a piece of paper, slash them off. Ten on deck. time under tension. Exactly. 2. Yeah, it's kind of like getting into a plank. Just rocking that point. For pumps. Chasing the pump. Hey, little Shane, what's up? How you doing? Good morning. Here we go. 5 on deck. Yeah, so listen, when I got out of prison, I ate a lot of pizza and I drank a lot of beer, right? And I got a big old beer belly. I ended up weighing 225 pounds and I had to stop. You know, I had gotten soft from being in prison, working out every day. When I got out, I got soft, right? Eating pizza and drinking beer. Yep. I had to check myself before I continued down that path and totally wrecked myself, you know? It happens. But I stopped drinking the beer. Yeah, I lost all that fat. Trimmed right up. Bam. What days do I have breaks? Saturday and Sunday I only work out once instead of twice. Those are my break days. 3. Yeah, I ate a lot of pizza and I got fat. I really did. It happens when you eat pizza every night and drink beer. Just, I mean, that's a surefire recipe to get fat. You ain't gonna get healthy on that diet, too. So I was looking at my overweight self, and then I was looking at my daughter, right? And I said, boy, if I continue this habit of this junky food and beer at night, I ain't gonna be here much longer. You know what I mean? For her sake, at least. So, had to cut out that alcohol, kick that to the curb. It wasn't beneficial in my life. One by one, it must be done. You know, I gotta cut out all the non-beneficial things in my life. 2. What's my job? I'm a tree dude. I got chainsaws and climbing gear, right? We climb trees and cut them down. Summer's here. We're gonna have a lot of good videos of tree climbing, I tell you what. Hey, J Aggression, talking about, let's see, the ego, I believe. Talking about the ego. It's a good topic of discussion. King, 10 on deck. You know, when that car physically hit my body in 2001, that I was wearing them. Back it up a little bit. I got hit by a car. I was wearing a leaf blower. Car came around the corner, bam, hit me. Whew. Here we go, Jack, 10 on deck. I thought, man, my back was twisted, right? I thought it was, I had no idea what to think. I thought it was over and I didn't realize what I was still capable of, I guess, to sum it up, right? Jack, 10 on deck. Yeah, rest days, I don't take rest days. Only Saturday and Sunday, I only work out once a day instead of twice. Besides that, I enjoy my workouts. Honestly, on Saturday and Sunday, I wish I could work out twice. I just love it, right? I love working out. 6. See, are you natural? You know, I am, but I'm digging through my my cabinet of supplements and starting to take things. Right. So last night I took MSM. It's good for joint health, and I'm going to continue taking that in my diet. MSM, along with my creatine, and now I'm taking vitamin D3 and K2. That's all a part of my diet now. Starting just like yesterday, the day before. Three on deck. Somebody asked me, oh, zinc. Found a half bottle of zinc. I'm going to finish that off too. Yep, taking that. Bam, here we go. This is the indicator card. We're halfway through. Halfway through the deck, guys. Trees. Cutting trees. I love it. I love cutting trees. Let's see, the first time I got out of prison, I went to the asbestos and hazardous material industry, removing hazardous material out of buildings and pipe insulation and all that. It was a very miserable, dusty job. I was inside a dark building 24 hours a day. You know, I never saw the light of day. Chasing those pipes, ripping off that insulation. But one day, I got the opportunity to work with a tree crew, right? Tree climbers. Man, these guys had zip lines in the tree, zip lines. Yeah, a piece of rope from the tree to the chipper. And they were cutting branches, and the branches would fly across the yard all the way to the chipper. Yeah, nobody had to drag nothing. It just all went right where it needed to go. I'm like, holy smokes, this is the coolest job ever, right? I'm like, man, this is what I want to do. I wanted to be a tree climber from that day forward. It was like the wild, wild west, man. It was so cool. Yeah, tree climbing is awesome, I swear. So, I like tree climbing. Update on the truck, new plugs, new wires, and spark plugs. It did the trick. It drives good again. Drives good again. That means we can get back to hauling a trailer. Joker, 10 on deck. Honestly, I gotta stop using my family truck kind of thing because I'm just gonna run it into the ground. Yeah, I need a work truck so I don't destroy the decent vehicle. Joker, 10 on deck. My dude's got one. Got a old Ford 2500, but needs a new transmission supposedly. We'll figure that one out. I might not even. That's a big if. That's a big if. Jack, 10 on deck. Probably just gonna go back to the Ford Ranger, put some boards up, do some small jobs. Yeah, tree climbers. I think the tree climbing industry, I look at it very similar to the roofing industry. You know, because I mean, I don't know if you guys see it in your industry of work, but there's a lot of addicts out there, you know what I mean? It's hard to find good work. Everybody's addicted to something. Jack, that's 10 on deck. And then they put everybody, I mean, and they ain't worth nothing either, you know? Nobody puts the work in these days. And then they want the world, right? They'll do a half-ass job and then they want the world for it. Here we go. Ace, this will be 10 on deck. Yeah, tree cutters. I think the tree cutting industry, there's a lot of addiction, just like in, I think a lot of guys are just there to get their daily pay. I believe my screen's frozen. It looks like my screen got froze. The comments are frozen, my friend. Ace, 10 on deck. Hey, appreciate the support. Well, I got to end up one of these streams so I could see the comments on the main channel. Hey guys, check it out. The channel will continue on YouTube. I'll see you there. Got to get rid of this closing down the TikTok so I can see the comments pop up on the YouTube. Here we go. Bam, I knew it was frozen. What's my weight? I don't know. What is my weight? We'll get there. 10 on deck. I'll weigh myself on the next one. All right, let's see what my weight is 3 days after my fast. Right. Bam. That looks good. I'll weigh myself once more. 186, 3 days after my fast. I started the fast at what? 190, 194. And now 3 days after, I'm 186. I think a lot of that is just human waste, right? 3. Because the body's always processing it. Hey Mars, what's up? Stuart. Let's see, in addition to some sessions, do you do isolation work? No, I mean, just what you guys see, this is my only workout. I work out 2 times a day live with you guys. I don't have time to sneak in an extra workout. 9. Boomer Tuber, thanks man, appreciate the channel support. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm 5'10", 186 pounds right now. Yeah. 186, that's a good weight, right? For my height. I feel like it is. Ace, 10 on deck. Hey man, appreciate your support. 10 on deck. John Conway, thanks man, appreciate the support. Absolutely guys, appreciate you appreciating this content. Yeah, 5'10", that's the height. What do I do for core work? Nothing, you see it. I mean, I don't do any extra workouts. Like I said, I got hit by a car in 2001. I don't like to do crunches. I don't. Queen, 10 on deck. Yeah, I could probably lose a little bit more. Yeah, I believe so. Like that's something, right? But I ain't worried about it. Uh, 10 on deck right now. Top Gun, what's up, man? Yeah. So if you do, hey guys, if you're not familiar with the half rep range of motion, it's time that you get familiar. Because all you guys talking about full range of motion stuff, you just sound like you're not hip yet. Yeah, I'm really trying to pass on this knowledge to you. 10 on deck. See, the best parts about it, I give away for free. The best part is this half rep range of motion. It'll get you crazy jacked. Yeah. Listen, all you guys, I really hope the best for you. Yeah, I mean, if you're still doing the full range of motion, you're working out twice as hard as you have to, right? you can be getting twice the results with the same amount of effort. Yeah, and I know you haven't tried it, because if you would just give me one set of 20, there would be no discussion, right? You would know why it works so well. I saw a great comment today as I was going through my comments. Dude said, in a full range of motion, when you're fully extended, and locked out, your whole body and all that weight is supported on your joints and your bones, not your muscles. I'm like, wow, that's a great way to look at it. Right? There we go. What do we got? 10 on deck. Yeah, so if you don't know by now, it's time to get familiar. Now, 7 on deck is the next one. Yeah, don't beat up your joints. Stay away from that full range of motion. Yeah, don't beat them up. Longevity is the key. 7. Hey, happy, hello, and no way, you guys crazy. We got these creative guys up in here. So creative. Here we go. 7 on deck. There's a lot of comments that I read. I got like 3 different screens going at the same time. Some of these guys come up with some wild stuff. 7. Yeah, that's that okey doke. You gotta be cautious and on the ware for the okey doke. Queen on deck. Queen, this is gonna be 10. Yeah, I almost said it too. He almost got me. I appreciate the effort though. Knuckle push-ups? Oh yeah, I enjoy knuckle push-ups. I mean, it feels more natural, right? You don't have to bend your wrist. You gotta be cautious though, just starting off. Like, as if you're on a platform that they rub slightly, all the skin will just peel right off your knuckles really quick. And it don't take much. 8. You gotta get into them slowly. Yeah. Yeah, I got that look to me, right? Got the Dorito shape. What's better, guys? What's better? Cool Ranch or original? Right? Cool Ranch or original? Doritos. It's hard to say, man, right? Aaron says the original. George says Cool Ranch. Man, it's a toss-up, man. It's hard. Man, I could smash a whole bag of Doritos, man. I tell you, 4. It's tough, man. They're both so good. How can you choose? How can you choose? But that was me as a kid, you know, growing up in the 80s. 3, just smashing a bag of Doritos in front of the TV. Movie night with a big old bowl of ice cream. Ice cream and potato chips. Yeah, plain Lay's chips with a whole quart of ice cream, right? Like some Oreo, you know? Don't get me wrong, man. I'm a fat boy at heart. I know how to eat. King, that's 10 on deck. Like being in shape, you kind of gotta be like somewhat like enjoying fine tuning, just little bit, notch by notch, just little bit here, a little bit there. You know, less is best, one by one. You know, cut it out. Oh man. You know, I grew up on, you know, drinking Coca-Cola, you know, and Kool-Aid. Coca-Cola and Kool-Aid. I mean, you know, just drinking water, that wasn't a thing. It was always Kool-Aid this or a pop can of that. Never just water. I don't know how I survived. Yeah, you guys ever make Kool-Aid? You guys ever make Kool-Aid? It's just like pouring sugar and then a packet of dye, right? 8 on deck. Yeah. So that would be my diet, right, as a kid. And then they're like, we don't know why Jesse can't pay attention in school. Yeah, we don't know what's going on here. Something's not right. you know, my diet was all sorts of messed up. And then you know, they're like, all right, well, let's just put them on some Ritalin. Here we go, that'll solve the problem, right? That was my experience anyways. Now, everything I put in my body makes me feel a certain way. If I eat potato chips or anything, I get panicky or depressed or a sloth, kind of, you know, just like whole being, right? If I eat anything soy, I'll feel panicky. You know what I mean? Food dictates how you feel. King, 10 on deck. You think chicken is best? Chicken is great. I love chicken. I love chicken. I do. I want to have chickens this year, and to raise some eggs, get some eggs. Listen, I used to eat so much ice cream. This is what I used to do. This is what I grew up with. I would take a quart of ice cream, stick it in the microwave, let it go around a few times with my head pressed up against it, watching it melt. Right? Then I'd take it out and I'd drink the whole freaking quart. Yeah. I swear, man. King, 10 on deck. Microwaving pizza rolls, you know? Face like this close to the microwave. I don't know how I'm here today, man. Eating Oreo cookies just in themselves, it just sounds so crazy to me right now. All that sugar, all the Kool-Aid, man. No wonder my habits in school were the way that they were, right? My diet was a mess. Nah, right? What do I eat now? Well, I don't eat that. Boy, it was like every one of those things, every one of those food items can be looked at as like an addiction. 100%. I remember going to Sam's Club back in the day, being a kid, just buying big old boxes of junk food. Big old boxes of junk food. just for like, take with me at school. 8 on deck. Man, I lived off sugar. Dates and pistachios. If you eat them together, they taste like a Snickers bar. Dates and pistachios. That's a much healthier alternative. You know? Tastes better too. It's got that chewiness to it. Yeah, it's like the chews. Oh, cashews. Dates and cashews. You're right. Yeah, it's dates and cashews. When eaten together, they taste like a Snickers bar. That's right. Thank you, Lori. Do you eat carbs anymore? Yeah, I do. But as soon as I do, I can see it. As soon as I do. Like if I went upstairs and had a bowl of oatmeal, I would look way different. All of a sudden, I'd get all sorts of puffy. Yep. 9. Oblique workout? No, I don't do anything specifically. Everything in my core is just like a secondary. You know, I don't do anything specific. It's just like, it just develops from what everything else we do, you know? That's all, nothing specific, nothing fancy, just happens. Skinny. Boy, I tell you what, eating oatmeal, in my opinion, should be done with caution, right? If you incorporate oatmeal in your diet, you will gain weight, 100%. But it happens so quickly, it's easy to get fat on it. So, if you're trying to gain weight, be careful. And if you're trying to lose weight, definitely stay away from it. Yeah, I would only recommend oatmeal for guys trying to gain weight or trying to pull like a specific new record number with their weightlifting. Right? They're trying to do something. That darn oatmeal is so dangerous. Got Brandon thinking about Oreo flavored ice cream right now. Heck yeah. Microwave me a quart. I'll drink that. To the face. 5 on deck. Aren't burpees great for core? Sure, absolutely. You know that little thing like I do like this? That stimulates the whole core. Each time you brace and tap. 5. Yeah, you got to get the all natural oatmeal, because otherwise, man, you're just eating pesticides. Well, the problem with the oatmeal is, if it's not organic and non-GMO, that gives them extra wiggle room to harvest it, right? So what they do is, in some cases, they'll spray the standing stalk with Roundup, pure Roundup. And the chemical is so strong, when the Roundup evaporates, so does all the water in the stalk of the oatmeal. So it's standing bone dry, and then they can harvest it and save a step in the processing of it, but you're eating Roundup, trace chemicals. So that's why it's important to go organic, non-GMO, you know, so you don't eat that junk. 2 is the next one. Six. Listen, I mean, you see my eating habits, right? For breakfast and lunch yesterday, all I had was a can of dry tuna, a banana, and a dozen eggs. I'm not eating for the taste of it. I'm eating for just the protein. That's it. I don't care about how it tastes in general. 6. Because if I did, that opens up doorways, right? I can get addicted to things that taste really good, you know? Eat too much of it just because I want the flavor instead of just the protein, you know? So hard-boiled eggs, that's a good one for me. Dried tuna, yeah, why not? Honestly, I think tuna tastes delicious just the way it is. Yeah. I honestly feel like energized from eating a can of tuna. Man, for real, I do. Sip on the tuna juice. Sip on the tuna juice. Delicious. Two cards left. Two cards left. Yeah. What about pickle juice? You guys drink the pickle juice? Huh? Love pickle juice. Here we go. We got two cards left. This one is a 7. And if you care to guess what this card is now, it's up on deck. Hey, Sandra 4 guesses a 10. Lori ace of spades. Chris is Rosden. Onions make me cry, so I can't eat them. My uncle used to eat them like an apple. Eating onions like an apple? Like, yeah. Ton, steel chop. Let's see. 3 of clover. It's a 3. We'll see. We'll see. Sully a 6, Miracle Empress a 3, pickle juice, yes. I'll even take my hard-boiled eggs, and after I eat all my pickles, I'll put those eggs inside that jar of pickle juice. Let it marinate overnight. Delicious. Last card, guys. Here we are. It's a 6. Dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. Yes. Good deal. Nice. Hey, congratulations, guys, on day 43 of this 120-day follow-on program.